What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. You guys can probably already tell that it is going down. Just by that title alone, you guys are definitely gonna want to check this one out. So we're finally seeing the tables turn for that former Biden special counsel Jack Smith, as he's quickly transitioning from the prosecutor to the prosecuted after new criminal investigation and prosecution was just announced and referred to the DOJ, guys, and I'm excited to get into this one, so we're not straight into it. All I ask that you guys please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, stop straight into it, folks. Check this one out.
This is a Fox News alert. Former special counsel Jack Smith is under investigation by the Office of the Special Counsel. That's a government watchdog agency that investigates Hatch Act violations. The Hatch Act is a law that prevents government employees from engaging in political activities.
We now know that federal officials have confirmed that they are investigating Jack Smith. He's the former special counsel who investigated then candidate Donald Trump before his re-election to a second term. If you don't know what he looks like, I'm going to put some video up on your screen as well here. But we do ultimately know that the Office of Special Counsel did confirm this investigation today. The Office of Special Counsel is an independent federal agency. Smith was named a special counsel to investigate Trump by then Attorney General Merrick Garland. And so ultimately this news coming down today as President Trump and other Republicans, including Senator Tom Cotton, have, without offering evidence at this point, accused Smith of violating federal law that bans certain public officials from engaging in political activity. Smith prosecuted federal cases against now President Trump. Smith, though, ultimately dropped the cases after Trump's re-election and resigned in his post. So ultimately, this is the piece of news coming out today that the U.S. Office of Special Counsel says that it is investigating Smith. And we will continue to keep you updated with some of these updates as they come in. But the independent agency is tasked with overseeing investigations into partisan influence and coercion, confirmed in its investigation of Smith over potential Hatch Act violations. The Hatch Act prohibits most federal employees from using their official authority to influence elections or engage in overt political activity on the job. If the office concludes that a federal employee has violated this law, it refers this case to the president.
So that famous photograph, what we have now learned, and the government has had, Jack Smith and his prosecutors have had to admit that that was staged, and those top secret classified sheets that all the public saw and said, oh my God, look at those top secret documents, those were placed there by the FBI. What Jack Smith admitted in court this week was that, in his word, they mishandled the classified documents and misrepresented those to the court. Maria, that's a kind way of saying we tampered with the evidence, then we lied to the court about it. And they got caught when President Trump's lawyers and the other co-defendants raised this issue and said, look, the documents here don't match up. The documents that were presented to us don't match the digitally scanned records of when they were taken from Mar-a-Lago. And Jack Smith, not only did they tamper with that and lie to the court about it, but he's now admitted to the court that he doesn't know how that happened. He's only offered a number of possible explanations for how that could have happened. So he's absolutely blown the chain of custody. And again, he has a prosecutor, lead prosecutor in this case, Jay Bratt, who met with White House counsel and a representative of the National Archives several times in the weeks before Jack Smith was even appointed. This reeks of crossfire hurricane when the Obama-Biden administration fabricated evidence before the FISA court, lied to the court about it to pursue Donald Trump, and now we're seeing it again in this classified documents case.
Just when that flunky of Merrick Garland Jack Smith thought he was safe, the Trump administration comes after him with a vengeance. Can't forget the way that Jack Smith came after Donald Trump with the political prosecutions, even tampering with evidence, labeling these so-called top secret classified documents with these sleeves. Come to find out, it was all just staged and propped by Jack Smith to make Trump look like he was harboring these classified documents. This case is a classic reiteration and follow through by President Trump on the promise he made when he came into office to make sure that these rogue agents and bad actors were held accountable.
Hold it. This is a good one. Is everybody listening? Deranged Jack Smith. we're going to call it the deranged Jack Smith signing or bill. Go ahead.
One law firm that provided pro bono legal services to the special counsel's office under Jack Smith's leadership was Covington and Burling. As a result of those actions, we're now going to be suspending and putting under review the security clearances for the attorneys and employees at that firm who worked with Jack Smith's team. And we're going to continue holding the people who were responsible for the weaponization of government who supported it accountable for what they did.
And you'll be doing this with other firms as time goes by, right?
We're looking at sort of the whole panoply of options there.
The weaponization of our system by law firms, even pro bono work they're doing just in order to clog up government, stop government. And nobody knows about it more than me. And hopefully that'll never happen again.
And this next clip right here is an interesting tidbit. Almost forgot this piece of evidence. We got Merrick Garland illegally appointing this special prosecutor, Jack Smith, to specifically come after and weaponize the DOJ against President Donald Trump. Take a look.
Was Jack Smith nominated by President Biden or confirmed by the U.S. Senate?
Look, you're asking me about a case, again, motions filed as you just
This
cited
is a simple
another...
question.
No, I'm not
Was Jack Smith nominated by President Biden?
No, he was not.
Was he confirmed by the Senate?
No, he was not.
When was the special counsel statute passed?
There is no special counsel statute. There was an independent counsel statute that was expired.
So it expired. So what gives you the authority to appoint a special counsel? You've created an office in the U.S. government that does not exist without authorization from Congress.
The prosecutors in my office are among the most talented and experienced in the Department of Justice. They have investigated this case hewing to the highest ethical standards, and they will continue to do so as this case proceeds.
A case so solid with so much integrity and the highest of ethical standards that Jack Smith attempted to conceal nearly all of it from your view. Meanwhile, our current president, who illegally possessed classified information, stole some classified information from a secure setting, kept information that is top secret and relevant to his presidency, according to Congressman Michael Waltz, and was caught on tape sharing classified information, got up on stage on Saturday night and mocked Donald Trump's legal troubles, as his political opponent faces a number of cases that all have some bizarre connection right back to his White House.
Donald has had a few tough days lately. You might call it stormy weather.
The arrogance, simply stunning. Nearly as stunning as the details of this Biden-led legal assault on not only his opponent, but on our democracy, the thing Biden pretends to uphold in nearly every speech he gives. Beginning just days after Trump left the White House, the general counsel for the National Archives, Gary Stern, had a meeting with Joe Biden's deputy White House counsel, Jonathan Suh. Over the course of the next 2 years, Gary Stern would meet with the White House nearly 20 more times as NARA, the National Archives, and the DOJ worked to prosecute Trump, while exonerating Joe Biden for more egregious crimes with classified documents. All that happening at the same time. Stern met with the White House the day before Jack Smith announced the Trump indictment. Now, it's clearer than ever this is a coordinated political assault at this point, with everything we've laid out here thanks to all of this transparency. Joe Biden aware of what's happening and just complicit enough to avoid very obvious scrutiny.
So we can clearly see that this thing was a political witch hunt from the start. You can see the connection, the collusion between Jack Smith, Merrick Garland, and the Biden White House. And President Trump said it best when he labeled Jack Smith in this next clip. Check it out.
They brought this moron out of The Hague. He's a mean guy. He's a mean, nasty guy. His picture was perfect because you look at his picture, you say, that's a bad guy with his robe, his purple robe. And he executes people. He shouldn't be allowed to execute people because he'll execute everybody. He's a nut job. But we want all of those cases with him.
Once again, President Donald Trump putting it best when he says this is a moronic attempt by that supposed special counsel, Jack Smith, interfering with the 2024 elections, ultimately failing miserably, as President Trump is now our 47th president. And we got the breaking news headline of the day. The Office of Special Counsel, of course, opening up that investigation, possible prosecution into that former Biden special prosecutor, Jack Smith. We can see right here, this thing is getting some steam. Can't wait to see where this thing goes. And we know, like all the other cases, this doesn't do anything but add more fuel to the fire when it comes to the Trump administration getting things done and open up eyes to the corruption of these loonies on the left.
Kitchen sink strategy isn't working so well. Actually, that's not fair. It is working. It's working well for Donald J. Trump. 2 impeachments, 4 indictments, endless investigations, constant carping about Trump, and condescension toward his supporters. At some point, it all blends into background noise, such that when something truly egregious happens, like the firing of the person whose job it is to track labor statistics, nobody pays attention. The outrage loses its edge, the tree falls, and the forest shrugs.
Now, come on, guys. You know it's bad when even CNN is forced to admit the truth, but that's not the best part. We've got 3 different callers from the left calling in to the Chris Cuomo show and saying that Trump was right about everything. He has changed their mind completely because they can see the partisan hack jobs, these rogue agents, bad actors on the left are not about the right. They don't care about the American people.
What are you wrong about?
Hi, Chris. First of all, I want to tell you I love your show. And then I want to tell you that I'm not too proud to say that I am wrong about Trump. I'm a proud Democrat.
How so?
And he's done a lot of things. Immigration. I'm happy about what's happening with immigration. I thought the stock market would tank, and I'm pretty happy with my 401k. There's a few things that I just thought things would go wrong, and I'm very happy.
Well, that is big of you to say. It'll probably lose you some friends in this polarized environment that we're in right now. But there's nothing wrong with being happy with results, no matter who gives them to you, right? So I appreciate your candor. Next.
And you know what? A lot of calls saying the exact same thing. And the sad part is that she feels that she can't say it, you know. But anyway, David from Tamaqua, Pennsylvania.
David, what are you wrong about?
Hi, Mr. Cuomo. First of all, I'm a registered Democrat who voted for Trump. I thought this would never happen, but some of the Democratic Party is finally walking up and saying President Trump is doing something good. They were meeting at a Senate meeting. What they're doing is great. What they started doing is to reunite themselves and reunite us. So please keep it up. Keep meeting, keep talking, keep fixing things, keep uniting us and the parties together. This will make our country stronger than ever in the world. I love it.
Good for you. Good for you. Fix, fix, fix. Instead of telling us why the other guy's worse, how do you make it better? Fix, fix, fix. You're right. I'm with you, David. Next.
Greg, Mr. Positive, is he there?
He's never been wrong.
You there, Mr. Positive?
Mr. Positive. Sorry, I
no,
only text with him every
go
day.
to Maddie Stew real quick. Maddie Stew. But I think he has a similar sentiment.
Maddie, what are you wrong about?
Hey, Chris. I was wrong to hate President Trump, and it took October 7th for me to realize that, and him coming into office, and with whatever the Democrats are these days, and the rise of anti-Semitism, to make Trump the common sense hero of Israel these days.
I mean, come on now, guys. Even folks on the left, they've woke up. They could see straight through the baloney of these figures on the left. I mean, how could you hate on a guy like President Trump, a true leader who is getting things done for American people, the people who elected him in to be that 47th president, and the person who also is not taking a salary? I mean, he is donating most of his salary to charity.
No other president, they say, with the possible exception of George Washington, and they haven't been able to find those records. And we've had wealthy presidents before, but no other president has contributed the salary. And they told me before this that you will probably be asking me whether or not I'm going to contribute my salary again, but you haven't asked that.
Are you going to?
Yes.
You are? Okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Well, I appreciate we just made news there.
Now, come on, guys. How could you hate on a guy like that? That's true leadership on display. And of course, folks are talking around town. Users weighing in on X on the investigation and possible prosecution of that supposed special counsel, Jack Smith. We got Chicago One right here with the breaking news saying just in Fox News reporting that the Office of Special Counsel is now investigating possible Hatch Act violations by Jack Smith. Raise your hand if you want Jack Smith disbarred for his witch hunt of President Trump. That and much more. Please, I'll take it. That's definitely what we voted for. Then we got our friend Nick Sorter here tweeting out the breaking news headline, also weighing in saying now it's time to raid his house, Jack Smith's, the same way that he had Mar-a-Lago raided. Mess around and find out, Cricket Jack Smith. And I'm with that too. We got T3 here tweeting out saying lawfare has consequences. Jack Smith failed and Trump is in the White House. Bonnie Willis failed and Trump is in the White House. Ivan Bragg also failed and Trump is in the White House. Letitia James failed and Trump is in the White House. Now they need to pay for their lawfare. It's as simple as that. Yo, there we have it, guys. Oh my goodness. We're seeing the Trump administration continuing on their winning streak. They just can't seem to lose. And then we got Jack Smith, that supposed special counsel from the Biden administration, appointed, illegitimately appointed by Merrick Garland to come after, sicked on President Donald Trump to try to get between him and that seat of the White House, finally finding out. That's what happens when you come after this guy, President Donald Trump. They didn't think he was going to be able to do it. They thought their interference attempts would be successful, but yet we could see President Donald Trump was able to do it, overcome a mountain of legal trouble, guys. I can't wait to see where this one progresses. Definitely going to be following this all right here with your boy RetroStef, guys, but definitely hop in that comment section. Comments are open. I'm excited to hear what you guys are thinking on this one. Also, make sure you guys please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's the only way we keep the lights on here. I'll catch you guys on the next week.